to teach just one student alone, and he decided to test the results during the dojo competition 3 days later. If her student won, then everyone's future training would have to follow her lead. To better prove her strength, the girl chose the janitor who didn't know any martial arts to be her student. Hearing everyone's mocking laughter, the girl didn't care at all. She simply trained the man according to her own plan. From that day on, the man had to use a 1,000-pound silver needle to mend clothes every day. The other disciples laughed at him when they saw it. They even said that ever since he became the girl's student, he had started acting more and more like a woman. Even now, he was sitting there sewing clothes like a woman, but they had no idea that the needle and thread in the man's hands actually weighed 1,000 pounds. That day, the girl saw that the man was already able to pierce through stones with the silver needle, but she still thought it wasn't enough. To make her student a truly qualified martial artist, she told him to put on the clothes he had just finished making. But because of the material, the clothes weighed as much as 1,000 pounds. Seeing the man struggle even to put them on, the girl immediately ordered that from that day forward, no matter what he was doing, he had to wear the clothes. He could only take them off with her permission. Soon, 3 days passed. The competition that would decide the dojo's fate finally began. The man came wearing his heavy clothes to compete alongside the other students. As expected, he was met with ridicule from everyone. But before he could respond, the president of the Martial Arts Association arrived at the dojo with his group. He announced that today's evaluation would consist of 3 events. If fewer than 3 people from a family passed, the dojo would lose its license to operate. Their first event was the simplest, a strength test. Each person would receive 12 rings weighing 500 pounds each. They had to toss the rings to land over the jars on the field. 5 hits counted as passing. The more, the better. The youngest disciple went first, but he failed to control his strength. After breaking 1 jar, he barely managed to land 5 rings and pass the test. The senior disciple went next. He leaped forward and successfully landed 7 rings. Now they just needed 1 more student to complete the first stage. Seeing this, the man immediately tried to take off his 1,000-pound clothes, but the girl stopped him. She said firmly that until the incense in front of them finished burning, he was not allowed to take off the clothes, so he had no choice but to compete wearing them. But even though he gave it everything he had, he only managed to land 1 ring. When he tried for the second, the momentum from the heavy clothes threw him off balance. Luckily, the dojo master caught him in time, preventing him from getting hurt, but he was too exhausted to continue competing. Fortunately, the female student went next and barely managed to pass the first stage. The second event, however, was a speed test. The man, bound by his heavy clothes, had just grabbed his bucket and stepped onto the log when the weight of the clothes pulled him to one side. The referee, seeing the man about to fall to the ground, worried that he might get injured during the test. He quickly rushed forward to help him, but when he set the man down, his hands couldn't help but tremble. The referee then realized that the clothes the man was wearing were definitely not ordinary.